Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that in my opinion has a really good short-term potential, and this project is called Ooki protocol or the Ooki token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on the channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website hello.ooki.com in order to learn more about their project, right? But before we talk about Ooki protocol, I want to talk to you guys about Gateio. Gateio is a centralized exchange that is known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Gateio account and if you buy these low market cap gem tokens, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on this crypto. And if you don't have a Gateio account, I suggest you to use the link in the description right now in order to create your Gateio account today so that you not just have a chance to make some really good gains, but you can also take advantage of some of their industry leading platforms such as copy trading, giveaways and NFT boxes, which can also increase your profitability even further, right? And by using the link to sign up, you're also getting a 30% trading fee rebate along with the fact that you're supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. So going back to the Ooki protocol, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information presented on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information presented on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Ooki protocol? Wookie is a powerful and fully decentralized margin trading, borrowing and lending platform with a ton of features. So obviously currently the crypto space is moving towards the metaverse as well as NFTs, and that's the most hot topic right now. And a lot of people are slowly starting to move away from DeFi because it's becoming less and less popular, and the metaverse is obviously becoming more and more popular these days. But the main thing is that crypto markets move in cycles, and therefore, since NFT is popular today, it may not be popular in the next few months because DeFi will start becoming more and more popular again, right? And one of the main concepts of DeFi is basically borrowing, lending, margin trading, as well as your decentralized exchange and swapping functions. So these are all some of the main DeFi features that several platforms are offering. And when it comes to borrowing and lending, margin trading is also a very key DeFi kind of concept that is being mastered by Ooki protocol. So Ooki protocol is trying to be the most leading and most focused margin trading, borrowing and lending platform, which also is focusing on decentralizing all of these features in the blockchain space, right? And Ooki is a protocol for margin trading, borrowing, lending, and staking. Ooki protocol allows anyone to build applications that enable lenders, borrowers, and traders to interact with the most flexible decentralized finance protocol on multiple blockchains. So one other thing is that Ooki protocol not only is allowing people to use these features on their platform, but they're also offering this to multiple other blockchains. Again, as you guys know, multi-chain as well as cross-chain compatibility is the current theme of the crypto space, and every platform and protocol is trying to achieve that status. Ooki protocol is also doing the same thing, and they're offering their margin trading, borrowing and lending as well as staking features on multiple different blockchains, right? Ooki is a fully decentralized community-run project governed by the community vote for all major changes to the protocol. So the platform itself is a fully decentralized platform whereby people or people who hold the tokens kind of control what happens within the platform, and thereby setting a precedent for several other platforms to also follow the same, right? And people who hold the Ooki tokens basically have the say and vote on the decisions that are made on the protocol itself. And if you see here, Ooki token is basically the governance token that allows the Ooki community to govern the protocol through staking, and Ooki token and voting on the Ooki DAO. So obviously, as I mentioned, since it's a fully decentralized platform, the token holders control and have a say on what direction that the platform should take, and thereby it is run as a fully decentralized autonomous organization or a DAO, right? So the Ooki ecosystem is designed to emphasize community control over the protocol through governance, fee sharing, and voting. Innovation Ooki protocol is the fully decentralized trustless protocol enabling users to margin trade long or short with the leverage, borrow, and lend. So one of the core things that they offer is innovation. So they are obviously offering innovative tools that can be used by users to long or short a particular crypto through their margin trading features, and that's something that they offer. And apart from that, token holders can also benefit from fee sharing features as well as using a trustless protocol to do margin trading and lending, right? So those are some of the main key and unique features that they offer. When it comes to trading, trading is at the core of Wookie protocol. Users can easily open long or short leveraged positions with a fixed interest borrowing rates. So obviously, the platform has one of the main focuses as trading, and therefore trading is provided as the most efficient product on this platform. Users can benefit from this as well, right? And if you see, one of their other focus is also borrowing and lending. So Ooki protocol allows users to borrow funds with collateral and also lend out funds and earn interest. So similar to multiple other platforms where you can provide a collateral and borrow against that collateral, Ooki protocol also has that feature where you can deposit one crypto and borrow maybe 50 to 60% to the value of the collateralized crypto, and you can do that for any cryptocurrencies, right? And also, if you want to earn interest, you can deposit your crypto on Ooki protocol and earn interest from that as well, right? So those are some of the features that they offer as well. And if you see, they have a unique feature of Ooki protocol is the existence of dynamic interest rates, where to ensure borrowers and lenders receive optimal rates when opening new positions on Ooki. So they provide you with variable interest rates, which is pretty cool because you can basically borrow and lend with variable interest rates instead of fixed interest rates, which is also pretty cool. And one other thing is that they provide dynamic rate engine, which offers a target utilization of 80% and will keep pools optimally utilized. So you can borrow up to 80% of the value of the collateral that is submitted on their platform, and this allows for high utilization of collaterals on their platform, which is a cool thing, right? And one of the other main features that they have is staking. So staking involves Ooki token holders to stake tokens and receive a portion of the protocol revenue. So people who want to stake their tokens can stake on their platform and earn protocol revenue, a portion of the protocol revenue as a reward. And 50% of gas generated by the protocol is distributed to Ooki stake. So obviously 50% of the transactions on the gas or the transaction fees that are generated on the platform gets distributed to the token holders who stake the tokens. The remaining 50% of the fees are allocated to the insurance fund and Ooki treasury. So what happens to the other remaining 50% is that they add it to the insurance fund. So in the event that the platform gets compromised or is hacked, then in order to fund people who for some reason lose their funds, the insurance fund will be in place, and this insurance fund is directly funded by 50% of the transaction fees or activity that's happening on the protocol, right? Which is a pretty cool thing because it's reinforcing the fact that being a proactive protocol makes much more sense than being a reactive protocol, right? So definitely Ooki protocol is trying to become a proactive protocol. So one of the other features that they have is the Ookiverse. Ooki protocol currently supports 4 blockchains: Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, and Arbitrum. So these are the main 4 blockchains that is currently supported by Ooki protocol, which is again Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, as well as Arbitrum. New blockchains will be added regularly following community consensus. So obviously they want to add more blockchains, and this will be directly dependent on the protocol consensus, which is based on people who hold the Ooki tokens and vote on those proposals, right? And the other most important part of this platform is the insurance fund, which we already discussed before. So Ooki's insurance fund is used to cover any unexpected loss caused by hacks. Additionally, Ooki has over $1 million to cover through tidal insurance. So as I mentioned, Ooki protocol aims to be a very proactive protocol, and therefore they use the insurance fund to protect against any future hacks or any stolen funds from the platform, which happens obviously unexpectedly because the crypto space is still very early, and therefore hackers and exploiters are trying to exploit protocols on a regular basis. So in the event that this protocol does get exploited, your funds are covered because they have an insurance fund which will pay out for any lost funds to or before they get recovered, right? And they do obviously have another means of insurance on top of their existing insurance fund, which is covered by the title insurance, which covers up to $1 million of crypto funds, right? Which is pretty cool. So how is Ooki protocol governed? Governance through Ooki protocol is happening through the Ooki token itself. Holders of the Ooki token may stake their token and participate in voting and governance. Obviously, the staking component not only generates reward, but is also a requirement for people to participate in the network governance, which happens through the protocol, right? So these are some of the main important core components of the Ooki protocol itself. So when it comes to the community itself, the Ooki community is creating innovative cutting-edge financial software with a focus on radical decentralization, right? It creates unstoppable applications that are sustainable, efficient, and rent-free. So they're trying to create a sustainable and rent-free, which basically means they're trying to create they're not trying to create a platform that holds people for consistent fees. They're trying to create a platform that is freely available to everyone and that's consistently standardized and optimized to become the better protocol in the crypto space, right? And if you see, the global financial system is filled with middlemen that can and will be replaced by software, and Ooki is that software. So their main goal is to replace the centralized system, specifically the fact that there is middlemen in the centralized system that charge a lot of fees and makes the process much less efficient. And Ooki's goal is to remove this middleman as well as make the platform much more decentralized, thereby giving an opportunity for users to get the best experience and the best margin trading, lending, borrowing, and staking experience that won't be available from the centralized ecosystem, right? The Ooki DAO treasury facilitates the DAO's mission to fund critical development, rewards ongoing contributors, grow the protocol, express values, and increase longevity. So obviously the DAO plays an important role in preserving the longevity of this platform and in developing any serious upgrades for this platform's development, right? Proposals are submitted to the DAO, are first discussed in the forum, and then once community consensus is reached, the proposals proceed to snapshot vote followed by on-chain voting. So they're talking about how a proposal that goes through the different stages of approval happens. So obviously the proposal goes through the forum, it needs to be approved from the forum in order to be available for the voting itself, and it goes through two processes of voting. The first one is the snapshot vote, and the second one is on-chain voting. So after it gets voted on to the different stages, it becomes the law, as to say, right? So what they have in store next is basically they want to constantly innovate and create cutting edge features to their users. The following are the next few upcoming features available to Ooki users. So apart from already having a really versatile and robust platform, they are constantly trying to improve and add new features to their platform. And some of the future benefits include permissionless listing, decentralized limit orders, as well as B protocol leveraged positions. So these are all some of the next upgrades that are coming to this protocol in the future, right? So these are some of the quick overview information about the Ooki protocol itself. So let's go to the website itself, which is hello.ooki.com. Right off the bat, they have a pretty simple but elegant website. The top left corner shows their Ooki logo, and the top right corner shows use Ooki, which will provide you information on how you can use the Ooki tokens to participate in governance. So if you scroll below, you can clearly see your gateway to DeFi, trade, borrow, lend, and stake. So they have a total value lock of just $14.6 million, which is still early and very less compared to several other major blockchain platforms that offers significantly less value compared to Ooki protocol. So that shows this project is quite undervalued, right? If you see, this is the cool logo as well as the object and graphics that kind of shows tap on me to access their actual application itself. So if you see, you can trade, borrow, lend, and stake. And if you scroll down, you can see you can trade crypto with the following benefits. There's no KYC, which is pretty cool. It's non-custodial, minimum liquidation penalties, as well as indefinite term positions. So these are all things that are available for the benefit of the users, right? So if you scroll below, you can keep your positions open. You can use the decentralized platform, and all you need is an Ethereum wallet or a Binance Smart Chain or Arbitrum or even a Polygon wallet in order for you to access their platform, right? So you can use different leverages. This graphics shows pretty much what you can achieve with this platform. And this is pretty much their main user interface, right? You have ETH DAI as an example here, and you can basically see the chart, you can see the positions as well as the trade history. You can buy or long, or you can sell or short using multiple different leverage options, right? You have up to 5x leverage, and you can trade that right now by clicking on the trade now button. And you can also borrow crypto. So if you want to borrow crypto, you get variable interest rates, as we discussed. It's one of the important features that they have. No KYC or credit checks. You just need to deposit a collateral, and you can borrow against the collateral. You can use up to 80% of the collateral's value in order to borrow, and you can earn Ooki tokens, which will kind of be an incentive for you to borrow. So again, not to incentivize borrowing, they're providing rewards in the form of Ooki tokens, which is something that you can earn as a passive income, right? Partial liquidation, so they have partial liquidations instead of full liquidations, which is something that's much more beneficial and much more common these days in the crypto space. So those are other things that you can get directly from their platform, right? So here you can get a fixed APR or variable APR depending on what you want, but that's pretty cool that they're offering these options. And you can get an APR of up to 7% for stable coins and 3.62% for Bitcoin, wrap Bitcoin, and 6.10% for Aave. You can click the borrow now button to borrow this crypto, right? And if you want to earn passive income for some of your cryptos that you already have, you just need to lend them out, and you can basically deposit and start earning immediately, just like any other lending platform. There's no lockups. You can withdraw anytime, right? And you can also get paid in Ooki tokens as rewards. So if you see, you can get up to 5.49% APR on USDT, 2.68 on USDC. You can get 1.64 on wrap Bitcoin, and get 8.24% on DAI, 0.80% on ETH, and currently you don't earn anything for Uni, but this will change as well, right? So there's an easy calculator that will tell you how much amount that you need to deposit in order to earn some rewards monthly, and you can use this calculator to see if this is worth depositing here to lend out, right? And if you see, compared to traditional finance, they have a very good table that provides you with a real life comparison with what is present on the real world financial system versus what you earn with Wookie. So by depositing the same $1,000 of USDT at 5.49% APR, you earn $45.78 USD on a monthly basis. And compared this with TD Bank or Betterment or industry average, you can clearly see that Ooki provides significantly more bang for your buck compared to all these traditional ecosystems. And this is the case for any DeFi platform, right? When you lend your stable coins from a DeFi platform, you significantly earn high APR compared to any traditional banks and industries, and that's a pretty cool thing, right? So this is something that you need to have in the back of your mind if you are a newcomer to the crypto space, right? So you can stake crypto as well. You can use Ooki to earn Ooki tokens. You can stake tokens to participate in the governance as well as earn fees from their protocol, right? So here they have a small FAQ about how much you can stake. You can basically stake how much ever you want, and you can stake it on their platform with no locking periods, right? And if you see here, they have a multi-chain ecosystem, and they have a DAO. You can learn about how you can use Ooki token if you're new to the space, and they also have an NFT feature which will be coming out pretty soon, right? So this is another cool graphic that they have. They're available on Ethereum Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, as well as Arbitrum. So Arbitrum belongs to the Ethereum sidechain, so it's available as well. And this is a cool octopus here. If you want to stay in touch and get information from their platform directly, you can subscribe to the newsletter by entering your email here, right? And if you scroll below, you can contact them if you have any questions. and they have other information including their Ooki paper or their white paper, which I highly recommend you guys to read through, and their social media information to become a part of their community, right? So overall, a pretty versatile and jam-packed platform that in a way obviously offers traditional, DeFi utility, but it is something that's quite different from a lot of other platforms because it's much more decentralized, more multi-chain, and they have much better rates compared to several other platforms that currently exist, right? So going back to the coin market cap page for this token, again, this token is currently ranked 545th by market cap on coin market cap, and it's currently trading at 1.7 cents at the time I'm making this video, with a 14.84% increase in the past 24 hours. So it seems like people are noticing this project slowly, and thereby in the past 24 hours this token has increased to up to 15% just in the 24-hour period. And the market cap, if you see, despite everything that we covered, the market cap is only at 60 million, slightly less than $60 million a market cap, which is incredibly undervalued if you ask me, because there's a lot of projects that offer a fraction of what Ooki offers, and their market cap is in the hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So Ooki is definitely undervalued in my personal perception, depending on what I've seen so far, and it is a very easy and user-friendly platform that deserves to be more than $100 million in market cap, and it's completely undervalued at this stage, right? Again, this is just my personal opinion, guys, not finished advice. And if you take a look at the max supply, this is one of the only drawbacks of this project. The tokenomics is quite bad, because if you see, the max supply is only the max supply is about 10.5 billion tokens, which is a huge max supply. And out of that, only about 32% of the tokens are in circulation, which is not really bad compared to projects that have less than 5% of the tokens in circulation. But they could have done a lot better with their max supply being less than even 1 billion tokens, right? But they chose to have 10.5 billion tokens, which is kind of like a drawback, because there's a lot of tokens that will be dumped into the market and crash the price of this token. And when you see the market charts, the price charts of this token, you can see what's happening with this project in a few seconds. But this is one of the only drawbacks of this project, right? But in theory, you can obviously say that if a lot of people start participating in the ecosystem by buying this token or holding on to this token and staking to this token on the DAO, then a lot of tokens will be removed from the circulating supply, thereby making this project a kind of like a deflationary project, right? But that's going to take a while to happen, because it seems like the market cap is only even slightly less than $60 million, which is going to take a huge amount of marketing as well as onboarding of newcomers as well as existing DeFi users to their platform. And as I mentioned right before I started this video, currently the market seems to be moving towards the metaverse NFT projects, and nobody's really caring about DeFi platforms as much as they cared before. But this happens in cycles. So currently it seems like NFT and metaverse is obviously the most popular genre, but maybe in the next few months the NFT and metaverse space will start cooling down, and then DeFi space will start pumping back up. And maybe that's probably when Ooki protocol will start getting more traction, and a lot of people will start learning about the Ooki token and maybe even stake it instead of dumping it, right? But that's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take a lot of education. Ooki protocol must make steps to educate newcomers and existing DeFi users, which is going to be a lot of time and investment. So therefore, for the short to mid-term, this protocol is going to suffer from tokenomics-based price slumping because of the huge max supply that this token has, right? But that's only for the short term. And in the long term, there's definitely a huge possibility for this token to shine if they do everything right as they promised, right? So going to the charts itself, as I mentioned, if you see, the tokenomics is clearly playing a major role in the dumping of this price, and therefore this is a project that will suffer in the short to mid term, right? So the initial price of this token was, again, if you take a look at the charts itself, it will show you that initially the token was worth 2.8 cents per token as of 23rd of December 2021, and then it literally shot up to an all-time highs of close to 5.6 cents per token as of 25th of December 2021. And then since then, the token started declining to an all-time lows of 1 cent per token as of 24th of January 2022. And then it slightly spiked to a price of about 2.5 cents as of 3rd of February 2022. And then it started declining, and since then the token was trading close to its all-time lows of 1.2 to 1.1 cent per token, and then recently it spiked a small bit, reaching 2.2 cents per token as of 3rd of April 2022, and then it's starting to decline right now, right? Even though the 24-hour period, it seems like the token has gained about 15%. It is kind of like declining, and if you do want to buy this token, be very careful, because in the short term there could be price spikes, as we saw like this one recently, as well as recently in 2022 February there was a price spike. So these are two price spikes that can be taken advantage of for short term traders, but for the long run you need to have a lot of research done into this project before you can decide whether you want to put your money on this token or not, because it could take a while before this token starts pumping, right? If you take a look at the price currently, this token will continue to decline, and will probably be trading somewhere between 1.3 to 1.5 cents per token, which will probably be the best time to buy this token if you want to take advantage of the short-term pumps. If you are in it for the long term, then buying at this price point is a really good opportunity, because you are buying it at a significantly discounted price compared to its previous all-time highs of 5.5 cents per token, right? But again, I'll let you guys decide whether you want to choose to invest in this project as a short-term investment or a long-term investment. But to me, I feel like I'm not a person who can wait for a DeFi project to pump in the long term, because there's a lot of competition in the DeFi space, and Ooki protocol needs to do a lot. It needs to catch up a lot in order for it to become a good long-term investment. But for now, I personally feel like it's a good short-term investment because of the small price spikes, which can give you some really good 5x to 10x gains, right? But that's just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? When it comes to Bitcoin comparative, obviously this token is doing the exact same thing that dollar comparative is doing. The Bitcoin comparative was showing so it was 55 satoshis per token initially as of 23rd of December 2021. It reached an all-time highs of close to 111 satoshis per token before crashing down to an all-time lows of about 32 satoshis per token before spiking once and then spiking recently to a price of about 47 satoshis per token before declining to 37 satoshis, which is the current price that's available right now, right? So again, Bitcoin comparative is even more riskier than dollar comparative, so be very careful. I suggest you to not use Bitcoin comparative first of all, because this token is very volatile in Bitcoin comparative. So if you're not really experienced in what you're doing, you could lose a lot of money. And the second thing is, Bitcoin is much more scarce resource compared to this token, because this token has a max supply in tens of billions of tokens. Bitcoin only has a max supply of 21 million. So I wouldn't really use a scarce asset to buy a inflationary asset, right? So that's another thing why I would personally avoid Bitcoin comparative altogether. Dollar comparative is the way to go, and even in dollar comparative, you need to be extremely careful, because it could still be very volatile, and if you don't know what you're doing, you could lose a lot of money, right? So when it comes to the markets itself, you can obviously buy this token from some major exchanges such as Binance as well as Gateio. Obviously, Gateio is the best exchange to buy any good short-term or long-term or even mid-term low market cap gems way before they get listed on major exchanges. And if you see, this token was initially available in Gateio before Binance listed this token. And in the long term, obviously there's a possibility that many other major centralized exchanges could list this token as well, since Binance has already listed this token, right? So if you want to buy any low market cap gem tokens before they get listed on major exchanges, then you need to have a Gateio account today. Please use the link in the description to get a 30% trading fee rebate and an opportunity to buy a lot of these gem tokens before they get listed on major exchanges, right? And by using the link to sign up for your Gateio account today, you are supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. Apart from Gateio, KuCoin is also a very reputed exchange that also has this token listed. And obviously, since this is an ERC20 token, you can buy this token from SushiSwap and Uniswap as well. But I would completely avoid all the other exchanges, right? So my top 3 exchanges would be Binance, Gateio, and KuCoin for buying this token, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token is a really good short-term play if you know how to buy this token or play this token because of their price charts. You can obviously make some really good gains when you buy it at the bottom and sell it at the top. If you don't know what you're doing, it could become a very risky endeavor where you can lose a lot of money. When it comes to the protocol itself, it is a good protocol that tries to do something slightly different from several other DeFi platforms, but it does have a lot of competition. Its tokenomics is definitely not supporting this token's growth in the long term, and there is a definite case to be made that the tokenomics could permanently fracture this project in the long run, right? So if you want to buy this token, please wait for this token to go below and make it touch, wait for it to touch the bottom to buy this token so that you can make some short-term gains. If you believe in this project for the long term for some reason, then obviously be very careful, but you need to be waiting a lot in order to find some returns for your investment, right? But again, this is just my opinion, guys, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.